In this video, I'm going to show you how you can connect to your Pantheon account and you'll be able to upload a locally developed child theme into your Pantheon project. You're going to need to have a Pantheon account to do this, and I'm going to go ahead and log into my Pantheon account. Now, I've already put in my username and password, so here is my account. These are the two websites that I've actually set up under this Pantheon account. For this demonstration, it doesn't really matter what I have set up. I'm just going to show you how you can connect to your Pantheon account and FTP into your project. So once you log in, if you do have multiple projects set up in Pantheon, you're going to want to click on the one that you're going to want to work in, and I'm just going to work in this Demo 100 example for now. Once I click that, it's going to take me to this project's landing page, and I'm going to need to get some information so that I can connect an FTP. Once you're on this page, you'll have a connection info button, and if you click that, it's going to open up some information that you're going to need for this example. So we're going to go down to the section that says SFTP. This is going to have the information that we'll need in order to SFTP into the account. You're also going to need some sort of FTP program so that you can connect to your account, and you can use any FTP program that you want. I'm going to be demonstrating this using Dreamweaver's FTP program, so I'm going to go ahead and launch Dreamweaver. And in order to do this, you're going to need to be looking at your file pane. So I'm going to open my file pane, and I like to expand my file pane so it shows me all of the various things that I have the ability to change inside of Dreamweaver. And currently I am connected, but I'm just going to go ahead and I will walk you through doing this from scratch, even though I'm already logged into my Pantheon website. You're going to want to go into the Show pull-down menu and go to the Manage Sites location. And once you're in the Manage Site location, you're going to click the button that says New Site. You'll go ahead and give this site a name, so I'm just going to call this one Pantheon 2, since I already have a Pantheon 1. And you're going to want to navigate to the location on your local computer where you're working from. So I'm working locally inside of my MAMP folder. I would click this, I would navigate in, and I would select or choose the folder that I want to work from. So I'm just going to work from this Rio folder. I'm going to click Servers to go into the server section, and here is where you would select the server that you want to make a connection with. You're going to click the plus sign to add a new server, and in the setup window you're going to want to give this a name. The reason that we put this is because we might have multiple servers that we're connecting to. So maybe I want to develop on Pantheon, and then I also want to have FTP information for the actual URL once I've done my testing or something like that. I'm going to want to connect using SFTP. So this is what Pantheon is going to prompt us to do. And just a side note, this server name can be anything you want. It doesn't have to be the URL. I just wrote Pantheon, let me put pantheon2.io, but it could just be Pantheon 2. It doesn't have to be the URL. So I'm going to connect using SFTP. I'm going to need the SFTP address. I'm going to need my username and my password. So this information is information that you're going to get from your Pantheon connection website. So if I go back into Pantheon, you can see right here that I have some information. So I have the host name. I'm going to select all of that and copy it. And I'll go back into Dreamweaver and I'm going to paste that address in, and it's this long convoluted name, so don't worry too much about that. For the port, we're going to want to use 2222. So make sure you update that, because I think by default in Dreamweaver it'll just put 22. And this setting might look slightly different depending on the FTP program that you're using. You're going to have to kind of, sort this out, but it should be similar to what we have here. I'm going to go back into Pantheon, and it's going to give me my username. So I'm going to copy the username that it's provided for me. And then the password is my dashboard password, so you should know what that is. I will put the username in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my Pantheon password. And in Dreamweaver, you can click test to test the connection, which is really handy because you'll get verification right away if you're able to connect. And you can see here, Dreamweaver did give me successful information that I was able to connect to my web server successfully. I'm going to click OK, and I'll hit save, and then I'm done here. I'm going to go ahead and click save. And it's just going to let me know that I have to update the path and that I'm using the same folder as another site is using, which isn't a problem because I'm going to delete this anyways. But anyways, I'll click OK. It's going to run through and update my site cache. And when it's all done, I'm going to click the done button. Here is my local website. So here is my WP content folder. Here's my themes folder. And here is my 2017 child theme that I made. And it has some CSS and some PHP and whatnot inside of it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click the connect button. So this is going to connect to the remote server. And when you do this, it's actually connecting to Pantheon. So this on the left is showing me Pantheon's files. This is my local site files. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up my code folder. And inside the code folder, this is where all of your WordPress files is for your project. So here's the WP content folder on Pantheon server. I can open that up. Here's my theme folder. I can open that up. I'll just make this a little bit bigger. And here are the themes that I have installed in this particular project. If I want to upload this, I would simply grab the files that I want to upload and drag them into the theme folder. It's now connecting. It's going to upload these files. So it's putting in all of my style files and whatnot. And as soon as this is done, I can show you inside of Pantheon that this file does exist. Okay, so that should be done. You can see that here's my child theme folder uploaded into Pantheon's web server. I'm going to go out to the web again, and I am now going to go into my site administration section. I'll log into my site. Okay, so here I am in the backend section of my WordPress site. I'm going to go to Appearance, Themes, and currently I'm running the 2017 theme. You can see that now I have access to my custom 2017 child theme. I'm going to activate this, and now it is the active theme that I'm using for this project. And if I went to the front end of my website, the website would take into account all of the things that we had done when we had created our child theme. So this is how you can connect to Pantheon and upload locally developed child theme files into your Pantheon directory. This process is similar if you're using a dedicated host. You would not be using SFTP as the protocol. You would simply be using FTP as the protocol, and you would upload that way. Now, as a side note, I do recommend that you use this technique for uploading your PHP and your CSS and whatnot. If you developed your entire website locally and then wanted to port it over, there are some other steps that you would have to take because you would need to transfer over the database, which is another process. I'm not going to cover that in this. I just wanted to show you how you could connect to Pantheon because I had some questions in regards to that. All right, best of luck to you.